We should be able to cook here.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
What is it?
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together. What did you think I meant?
Huh? Dinner? Oh, dinner! Yes! Yes, of course! Dinner! Right.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
This is... Wait, is this?
So you remember? That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
You still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah. So much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done, when Dana is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper fireplace, instead of an open campfire.
And real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen. That'd be nice too.
And when it's time to fix dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
Side by side, huh?
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Morning. Ready to head out? Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me, that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Danans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens. I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now...
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
It wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but... swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Huh? Something smells nice.
It's probably the accessory I picked up earlier. It uses materials that put off a pleasing aroma.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. I'm jealous.
Want to try it on? I'm sure it'll look great on you.
Really? I'd love to. I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too. Especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make, too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec, are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing. Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
I couldn't eat any more if I tried.
That is true happiness.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
That's insane.
Yes!
Really now.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Really now. Huh.
Is that so?
Well. Is this really a good idea, though?
Are you not the one who wished to reach an accord with them?
Yes, but still.
This will be our last favor regardless. Let us dispatch this ultimate Zoogle of theirs.
You finally made it. Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Poodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats! Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry, I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
Annihilation!
Shield from
By the
calamity.
power of Clan! Go for the weak point!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Maelstrom!
Blow away!
Heal my weary companion.
Let me see what I can do.
This one's all mine! Not today!
Thunder field! Raging cascade! Explosion! Dance in the wind! It looks like you got this one covered. Ready to go!
Now!
Rise and shine!
Thunder! Blow away!
Damage! Hurting! Freeze Lancer!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way.
Blow away!
Might with blackened blade.
Annihilation! Radiant Pierce!
What the? Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack!
Not a chance!
Thunder
Fang!
A whirling struggle! Annihilation! Winds of heaven! I'm out of ammo!
Try harder! The flame in this!
Annihilation!
Nothing gets by me!
Burning Torrent!
Take it!
Radiant Storm!
Thunder Fang!
There you go! Don't let up! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Heal my weary companion.
Stay away from my friend! You're mine!
Resuscitation!
Raining slash!
Still got some power! Water! Hear my call!
Here I come!
Here's
Not now! Not ever!
a wailing Dancy of Light! lightning! Show me what my art can do! Rising sun! Resurrection!
Bring your death.
Destruction!
A whirling
Demon
trouble!
Fang!
Hold on,
Dragon
I
Orb!
will you all! Here I come!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Shine! Radiant light!
Force
Come
of
forth!
regeneration! Try harder! My turn!
What would I do without
Blow
you?
away!
Maelstrom!
Thunder!
Lunar collision!
To the fray!
Gemini Wave!
Can't get out of this!
Raging storm!
You're mine!
The
flame inside me! You're to be let free!
Thunderblade! Here, let me help.
Burn!
Why aren't you human?
To stop you dying?
Illuminate the storm! Come forth! Holy land! The chain between heaven and earth!
Let me see what I can do!
A wailing Vantia lightning! Searing blade! It's getting stronger!
Switching up its movement!
The enemy
Watch
is going
out!
all out! Take that!
Far enough!
Lightning to death! Thunderblade! Blah, blah, blah! Holy land! Chain between you get the jet! Back into the fray!
Raining slash!
Lightning wave! Illuminate the dark!
Regenerate!
Laser spear! Here's evil! Take this! Here!
Blow away! Thunder!
Begin!
You'll pay for that!
Blow
away!
One of us got it! Now's our chance!
This one's all mine!
Resuscitation!
Destruction!
No rest for the
Double
wicked.
demon fang!
Raging cascade!
In the soil.
Eat them!
Dance in the wind! In here! I can handle it! Let's get you all tucked away! I'm
giving you more
Blah, 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 Freeze Lancer! One more time! Air thrust! Chain between burning earth! Blazing spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Raining slash!
Lightning to death!
Dance on the wind!
On your heaven and earth! Radiant here!
carried away.
Vantia lightning! Radiant here! In here! This is the power of water!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Back into the fray!
Blow away! Catapult!
By the power of water! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Here I come!
I'll be saving this
Raining
one! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Leave the target to me!
No!
Now!
Can't end here!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Great! That'll make things easier. Air thrust! Chain between heaven and earth. Water this time!
Can't it just make up its mind?
Burning strike! Flood!
Blow away!
Astral energy! Alright, bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Sorry. I'll heal you all. Forward up! Healing circle!
Blow away! Elusive
I'll bring
E!
you back from death's abyss.
Rotating pile
Take
driver!
this. Sorry to trouble.
Knocked up!
You do the same for me.
Just gonna smart.
Try harder!
They smite with
Burn!
blackened blade.
By the
You're mine!
Shining
Can you take it?
Raging cascade!
Outright it!
Blah, 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 magic!
Fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Sleep now. Burning strike! Get on there, little devil! Healing circle! Carrot! Poodle!
Forgive me.
Nothing gets by me! Resuscitation! There! Help this! I'll bring you back from death.
Stalagmite!
Spirit within the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
I still got some fight left in me!
Raining slash!
Healing! Flame
Try
of
down
fury!
your knees!
Burning strike!
Explosive ring!
Hear my call!
So weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get the... I know!
I'll be right as rain in no time.
Winds of heaven! First
Here I
guard!
come!
In here!
Blow away! Thunder fang!
Get you all tucked away! Annihilate between heaven and earth! A wailing Vantia lightning!
Nothing gets by me! Eagle ray!
A whirling sun!
Watch yourself!
Here I come!
Sense incredible power!
See what I can do!
I'll be saving this one!
Far enough!
Raining
Thunder
strike!
field!
Blood, rending you apart!
Here!
Negative death!
Searing flame!
Will this help?
More for the stop!
You're mine!
Healing
Move away! Ignite!
One more!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Chain between heaven and earth!
Shattering
Healing
pieces!
Attack us! Magic is there! Burning strike! Hear my call! Spread!
Raining strike!
Spear! Pierce evil!
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Thunder!
Nothing gets by me!
In the soil, awaken and wreak havoc!
Explosive rain!
Blah blah blah! First air thrust!
I'm not done!
Can't get out of this!
Power of water! Thunderblade! Lightning! Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing beast! Ray!
I'll blind you with this gun!
A whirling trouble!
Rending you apart!
Wind pierce evil! First
Bloody howling!
You're my...
pierce evil! Lightning
No
scepter!
dawn shall break this night!
Eagle ray!
Illuminate the dark!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Violent guardian wind! Carve now through all!
Negative death!
Wait! Where'd the water go?
It's all dried up!
It's so bright!
If the pain is what it is!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Isn't it time?
I really don't.
Raining slap!
I can handle it!
You! Stay away from my friends!
Far enough!
Resuscitation!
Here I come!
Ready to go!
Blue wave!
Flight!
Thunder!
Celestial burn!
Explosive ring!
Amazing.
Resonate with the earth!
Awaken and wreak havoc! Masterful
Try harder!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Don't leave me! Chain between heaven and earth!
Awaken and wreak!
A wailing banshee! I'm
You're being targeted!
sorry!
By the power of water!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with
Denied!
life. I've used too much.
You're mine! Raining slap!
It's in your hands now.
Destruction! Double demon bang! This one's all mine! There! No! Can't end here!
Hold on to your arts!
No
Here
rest
I
for the
come!
wicked.
In
Breath
here!
of light. Heal my
I'll be
weary
saving
companion.
this one!
What the?
Alright!
I can handle it!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Dance in the wind! A chain between heaven and earth!
Blind you with
A new lease on life! A wailing banshee! Take care of...
spirits within the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc. Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
Far enough!
Try harder! Not again!
I still need to fight less
Bathed
than
in blood.
This one's all mine!
Bloody in the soil. Awaken and wreak
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Lunar chain between heaven and earth! By the power of water! A wailing banshee of light divine! Finish without a trace!
Heal!
Our expert coming through! Photon burning strike!
Take this! Raining slap!
My astral energy! Crazy
I'm nearly done for.
Healing the earth!
Bloody howling. Resonate with the earth.
Burn in hell!
Spirits within the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc.
Raining slap!
One more time!
Crush!
Mega ray!
Double demon bang! Dragon swarm!
One more! Ready to go! Mega ray!
Can you take it? Forgive me.
Unique? Healing circle!
should do it!
Radiant Pierce!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Where are you going?
Far enough!
Breath of life! Heal my wounded soul! From inside me! Yours to be let free! Ignite!
I couldn't make it in time.
Purge Malevolence! Update Thunderball! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust!
Spirits within the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc! No chance!
Dirty Flame! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Illuminate the dark! Magic advance! Holy Land! Explosion! Burning Strike! Pierce Air Thrust! Freeze Lancer!
Here I come! Blow away!
Water! Here I come! Radiant Freeze Lancer! I'm ready!
Far enough!
Resuscitation!
Blow away! Thunder!
My pride was...
Blow away! Totally! In an instant! Impact Frost!
What was with that creature? It was some sort of a Zoogle that could control light. Rinwell, do you think that could have been...
The true form of the Phantom Flower? No, it couldn't be.
What makes you so sure?
Because...
What the...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? Is the enemy back for more?
Whatever it is, it's freaking huge!
You guys, calm down. It's okay. It's probably... No, it's definitely the Phantom Flower of Navira. I read about it in that book we found earlier. It was described as a mysterious light floating up in the sky. It's not dangerous at all. In fact, this is the place it was first discovered.
So that's how it got its name then. You sure it's not some enemy astral art being cast at us?
Positive. I think it's just a rare and unusual weather phenomenon more than anything else.
Cislodia obviously used to be covered in darkness around the clock. But with that gone, I guess that's why we're able to see this again?
You could be right. It's so pretty though, isn't it?
Sure. But it's so big we could have seen it from town just fine, couldn't we?
Well, sure, but still.
Hey, who cares where we saw it? I'm just glad we got to see it at all. Besides, that Zoogle was what kept us from seeing it before, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's such a gorgeous night sky here. You should really bring Shion out to watch it.
Right. Right. I'll, do that.
It took a lot to get here, but I can't help but feel like a dream of mine came true. Thanks, Law.
I didn't do all that much, really.
Well, I still really appreciate it. It made me really, really happy.
Hey, you know
Oh, it looks like you can see it even better from over there. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? Hey, wait! Rinwell.
What a wonderful treasure this is. I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? Hey, Shion. Why do you look so tense whenever we're traveling on the road?
Do I? It's not something I do consciously.
It makes you look really Renin in a way, if you get what I mean. Oh, not in a bad way, though.
That's interesting. I never thought I'd see the day where you'd say something being Renin wasn't an insult.
Well, the same goes for you, right? You don't go around saying it's bad to be Danon.
True. I guess you have a point there.
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger, the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality kind of...
What was that?
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renins are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
I like fish just fine, but what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
What?
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so frickin' much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food. Hand it over.
Stay away! Ah!
Hey, I'm back! Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back? Ah!
Good night, everyone.
Come on, Rinwell! Up and at 'em!
But I'm still all sleepy.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time, the fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Hey, Alfin, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy! Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow! We finally made it.